Fighting in the capital? Ugh. And we're fighting against Edelgard. Double ugh. But with you leading us, Professor, I know we'll win. Yeah! Woohoo! Fighting! I'm a little scared, to be honest. I'm just shouting to relieve the tension, but I'll be fine.
5 years ago, Edelgard said a thing to me. Bridget is a vassal of the Empire. But she also said I always have the freedom to be choosing whether I am with or not with her. I will become the ruler of Bridget. So she said I must make my own path. So now, my path and her path will be colliding.
The Death Knight is no ordinary knight. I will prey upon him. I will quench my blade's thirst with his blood. His focus is on fighting you, I'm sure. But mine will be the last face he sees.
So, Enbar, the capital of the Empire. It's finally time. I never thought I'd live this long. It's like any battle, really. Stay calm, stay focused. Don't give in to the enemy or your own fear. Hey, I'm always serious. When I'm chasing girls or preparing for battle. Always serious. That's me. Striking down the Empire is my offering to His Highness. I left the kingdom. What am I saying?
10 years ago, Dagda and Bridget attacked the Empire from the west. Their final target was the capital. But they were countered at a port town long before they reached their destination. I guess our attempt has been more successful than theirs, all things considered.
Professor! My mother might be in the city. I don't have many good memories of her, if I'm being honest, but she's dearer to me than my father. If you happen to see her, please make sure she's not caught up in all the fighting. She's only a civil servant, so hopefully she takes a cue from her Bernie and stays inside.
In the opera, actors came and went all the time, but the people behind the scenes would stay forever. I'll bet I'd know a few of them now, even after all these years. I wonder if they've left the capital. I certainly hope so.
We're heading up to Embar next. I hope I make it back safe so I can tell my little sis about it.
I hear they got a neat opera house there, where Manuela used to perform. What was it called again?
Nah, that doesn't sound right. My little sis always goes on about how much she'd like to see him perform. I know we can't see a show, but do you think we could at least see the building?
Just recently, the fish in the pond suddenly started thrashing around like mad. I didn't know what was going on, and then I saw something gleaming in the southeastern sky. It happened right when you were out on campaign. I wonder what it could have been.
The whole of the capital is going to be a battleground. The city has such a long heritage. Even so, perhaps it deserves to be reduced to ashes for once. But we can't let the common folk get hurt. We should try to confine the damage to the noble section of town.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Momentum's really picking up for this final battle, huh? Even I'm starting to feel tense. Me! Enbar's history goes back 1,400 years. That even predates the founding of the Empire. It's one of the sacred sites of the Seros faith, so it's a pretty big deal. But hey, no need to worry about the monastery while you're fighting the final battle. I've got it covered. I'll defend it to my last.
According to a merchant who just came from the Alliance, my little bro made it home in one piece. But House Albrecht lost a lot of troops. So did the nearby lords. Things are real bad over there. If we don't stop the Empire soon, there won't be anyone left to help fight them off.
Once this battle is over, what will become of Fargus and Fodlan? Peace, you say? It sounds so foreign, so unattainable. But maybe, just maybe, my hope is for a world at peace. A world in which this present turmoil is a thing of the past, the stuff of legends. I believe those who survived the atrocities of war have a duty to create a new, better world. So the sooner we can stamp out such turmoil, the better. We must win, Professor. There is no alternative here. I won't allow for anything else.
Some of my soldier friends departed for Empire territory a few days ago. They wore trader clothes and hid their weapons in their luggage, so that even if they encounter patrols, they won't arouse suspicion. Another squad dressed as traveling artists. It's like a game of dress-up, but with lives at stake.
It's such a relief that we've made it this far without having to fight my father. Hey, don't try and scare me. If he turns up as a reinforcement during the assault, we might lose. I'd better make my peace with that. Those things appeared as soon as we got ourselves set up in Fort Mercius.
I was born in Enbar. My mother and father met in a church there. Not too long after, I was brought into the world. I do not understand how war can happen in such a precious place. It is most regrettable.
Did you know? A magnificent canal flows through downtown Enbar. It's said to have been constructed under the guidance of Saint Seros before the Empire was even formed. Ever since, that canal has been a major lifeline for the capital's development. And now this is how the Empire repays it. Truly, no good deed goes unpunished.
I have been to the kingdom capital before, but never to the imperial one. They say it is the biggest city in all Fodlan, so we will no doubt have many civilians to worry about. I hope we can preserve the city. If it is destroyed in the battle, the people will face hardship. I would say we should avoid the use of excessive force, but I suppose that hinges upon the Empire's terms of engagement.
I'm from the Empire myself, and I still have some relatives in Enbar. I hope they get out in time, but I've no way of contacting them. I guess all I can do is pray they're not harmed.
Looks like we're nearing the end of this struggle. I'm sure Lady Rhea is on tenterhooks waiting for me to swoop in and rescue her. I was just kidding. Pay me no mind. Lady Rhea's not waiting for me, I know, no matter how much I might wish she were. She's waiting for you.
It's been so long since I've been to the Imperial capital. I used to go to the opera there with my mother and brother. I never thought my return would be like this. So if we win the war, will you become the ruler of Fodlan? You seem unsure, so I guess anything is possible. For what it's worth, I think you'd make a good ruler. You could bring peace to the land.
Here we are, facing the final battle with the Empire. It's been a long, difficult struggle. We have to get Lady Rhea back. And we have to crush the Empire in the name of Captain Geralt. I don't know what comes next, but we can sort out those details later.
Ever since the Empire declared war on the Church, we have lost all contact with the priests and monks who are in the Imperial capital. I expect there's nothing we can do but pray for their safety. But realistically, it's probably too late.
The Empire's army should be divided now, with significant troops still in the west. If they don't assert their authority over the Old Kingdom's lords, they'll never know when an uprising might start. Ironically, as soon as we capture the Imperial capital, the Old Kingdom's lords are likely to rise up immediately.
We're forming small units and slowly sneaking into the Empire's territory. That allows us to conceal ourselves along the path of the main army's progress, so that by the time we reach the capital, we can all join forces again. However, if any of the units are discovered before we can rendezvous, the whole plan is a bust. I'm sure it will work out, though. The Empire seems to think we've abandoned our plans to invade, so they're likely not keeping as close a watch.
We're about to put the finishing touches on this war. I wonder how Fodlan will look without the backdrop of death and destruction. I can't wait to see it. On the other hand, I'm terrified of what the future might hold. Who knows if I'll survive the assault on the capital?
Enbar. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine I'd be returning like this. Of course, most of the nobles in the Empire make their home in the capital. In the kingdom, all nobles live in their own domains, so if the capital is attacked, it doesn't necessarily affect them directly. What will happen to the Imperial nobles when their capital becomes a battlefield?
Invading the capital and smashing the Empire. I wonder if doing so could really end this war. Care to share your thoughts, Professor? You say that with such confidence. I want to believe that it's true. Although for now, better to focus my efforts on the fight at hand.
They used to call Enbar the city of Seros. To assault it together with the knights is surreal. If Seros were alive today, I wonder what she might make of our war. In Enbar, there was once a southern church, and apparently a bishop was dispatched to it. 100 years ago, the southern church became entangled in an insurrection. Until 5 years ago, the Empire and the Church maintained a certain distance from one another.
Enbar is where the divine Seros, sent by the goddess, first appeared before mankind. Saint Seros then worked countless miracles there and offered guidance to the people. That's why Enbar is considered a holy place for the Church of Saros.
Whenever I think about how we'll be seeing Lady Rhea real soon, I get happy and really get cleaning. We'll get there for sure, right? We'll see her again? I just gotta believe Lady Rhea is waiting for us in the capital. We just have to find her.
Enbar's streets are paved with unhappy memories, Professor. I've avoided the damned place ever since I abandoned my nobility, swore never to return. Now here we are. To return in this manner. Well, I can't say it is something I ever imagined.
We're finally going to the capital. This will be my chance to avenge Captain Gerald. Once we smash the Empire, I'm sure his soul will finally be able to rest in peace. Monica killed Captain Gerald for the Flame Emperor, and the Flame Emperor was Edelgard. I know that the future of all Fodlan rests on this battle. Nothing else is more important. But for me, this is personal. For Captain Gerald's sake, I'm going to give it all I've got and more.
Rhea will be somewhere in the city. I wonder if she can sense us coming. If we are able to save her, then I expect you will learn many secrets that have hitherto been kept from you. Are you prepared for that? Excellent. The battle will soon be upon us. Let us both be at our best for what is to come.
Professor, at last, the end is nigh. I love the Empire. Part of me wants it to survive, but I know that is not reasonable. The Empire's time has come. What we need now is a mighty leader who can rebuild Fodlan and rule it as a single nation. Nonetheless, it saddens me that we will not have an Adrestian Emperor.
The information about Lady Rhea being held in the Imperial capital came from an Imperial soldier at Mercius? We can't discount the possibility that the enemy's feeding us fake information on purpose. Still, we can only move forward. It's all on you, Professor.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Remember that battle 6 years ago? Oh, I'm guessing you do. Anyway, remember that knight who watched over Abyss with me for a while? I've been on the hunt for his whereabouts, and I finally found out what happened to him. My friend is no longer with us. Dead. Figured as much, but now I know for sure. I did get to meet his big sister at least. I'll never have the chance to thank him for our time together. But maybe I can find a way to help out his sister instead. Betty would have liked that.
Those lights that came down on Mercius. I might have seen them before, here at Garrick Mach. They looked like they'd rained down right on top of us, but at the last moment they veered off. I think they crashed into Aelel. Must have been the goddess's blessing that protected us.
I hear there was a pretty spectacular battle up there recently, but we don't hear a lot about that stuff. There was a lot of talk when it first started, but 5 years on, it's just a fact of life. What? There have been lots of battles on the surface recently? I hadn't heard. See what I mean?
Is it true what they say? That the Archbishop is a captive of the Empire? I've never heard of anything so brash in all the Empire's long history. It is vexing that Lady Edelgard's true motives elude me. If only I still had noble connections to draw on. The loss of my house has proven to be a thorn in my side again and again.
The Kingdom and the Alliance both came out of the last fight looking battered and broken. If the Empire is wiped out too, then who's left to run the joint? I guess the next leader of Fodlan could be you. I'd be pretty psyched about that.
Feels like a death wish. Attacking the Imperial capital like this. You don't really think we're going to beat the Empire with these paltry forces, do you? Is that so? Oh, how I love your resolve.
Please, you can't tell anyone you saw me here. I'm in hiding from the army. I couldn't stand the war, the violence. I had to get away. But now that I've deserted, I can't go home. Justice, ambition, what does any of that matter if you're dead? I just want to live. Is that so wrong?
The Resistance Army, having finished preparations for their surprise attack on the Imperial capital, departs Garrick Mach. Along the way, they join forces with ally soldiers who had already secretly entered Empire territory. Together, they stormed the streets of Enbar, giving the Imperial army no time to counterattack.
There it is. The greatest city in all of Fodlan. Enbar, the Imperial capital. Deep within are the palace grounds where the Emperor resides. If Rhea is being kept here, she must be within the palace. We shall tear through the city streets, capture the palace, and kill Edelgard at last.
If the enemy spots us, they'll call back any troops deployed in other areas. We have no leeway here.
Lady Rhea, please be safe.
Now, we must organize our reserve troops and invade Enbar. It appears that Hubert and the Death Knight are in command of the Empire's forces in the city. We've not the time to deal with them one by one. Split up and take both on at once.
It's here! The Crest of Flames banner! There, on the other side of the canal!
Uninvited guests, I see. Let's ensure they receive a warm welcome. Ready the artillery. Prepare to attack. Rocks, arrows, magic. Rain death upon the enemy until they are silent as the grave. Reinforcements will fly in shortly. Defend the heavy weapons until they arrive.
I have no need of you. I've been waiting for you. To kill, to die. To know one without the other would be maddening.
Good. Only Hubert remains.
We are taking heavy losses. We need more troops. I should have disposed of you a long time ago. I will rectify that failure here. It's almost a shame to kill you. Not even death will make you consequential. We must place our faith in Her Majesty. Her victory is everything.
Excellent. We've broken through the city. Keep moving. Our next destination is the palace. We have finally made it. I am sure that Edelgard is hiding in the palace, awaiting our arrival.
Who is that? Is that not Deju?
I heard knights had arrived. I came here to find you. I arrived not long after the battle at Gronder Field. I am here to kill Edelgard.
Will you now fight alongside us?
We fight for different objectives. I swore to offer Edelgard's head to His Highness. But, should I fail, I will have no choice but to entrust that mission to you. This is the information I have gathered during my time in hiding here. It includes details about the inside of the castle. There's more. The Archbishop is being held in the palace. I do not know the exact location.
Indeed, just as we suspected.
It seems we chose wisely when we decided to fight against the Empire.
I've done what I came here to do. Farewell.
Wait a moment. He is gone. I believe we should make our way there as well.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Garland Moon. Conclusion of the Crossing Roads. After storming the streets of Enbar and bringing Imperial forces to their knees, the Resistance Army surrounds the Imperial Palace. To topple the Empire and save Rhea from its clutches, the Resistance Army steels itself for battle against Emperor Edelgard.
Everyone, it is quite probable that Rhea is within the castle walls. We must defeat Edelgard and rescue Rhea in one fell swoop, no matter what stands in our way. She is one of your students. I understand your desire for a path to peace, but she will never bend to our will. You do understand that, do you not? We have no choice but to kill her.
We have already killed Hubert. Now is no time to hesitate.
She has it coming. After all, she started this war.
Someone has to stop her, and that someone is us.
As her former classmates, I feel we owe it to her to try talking it out.
This battle will be a deciding one. I am believing that it is her wish to be facing us.
Poor Adie. Professor, wherever you lead, I'll follow.
I'll fight with all I got to save Lady Rhea.
In the name of the Knights of Seros, we'll bring the hammer down on the Imperial Army.
The lives of Lady Rhea and everyone here are more important than all else. I shall be prepared.
I leave this mission in your hands. Say the word, and we shall begin.
They've made it into the palace, but it's actually the perfect chance to turn the tables on them. Defeating them all will turn the tide of war instantly. Taking a risk on dragging us back from the brink is the only option. Everyone, Prepare for a bitter struggle. Victory to the Adrestian Empire!
The throne room is tightly locked, but wherever there are locks, there are also keys.
So close. Must press on.
I must confess, I never imagined that you would be able to pursue me this far. I don't mean to belittle your skills, Professor, but you far surpassed my expectations. Inform the troops. Destroy anyone who sets foot in the throne room.
I cannot vanquish her alone. So I will join you in this battle. But if I fall, leave me. My only wish is for Edelgard's head.
This has nothing to do with where you were born. That we are fighting now is only a result of the choices you've made. So I'm going to give that the response it deserves. I will crush you with everything I have.
Edelgard, return Rhea. Release your grip on Fodlan.
If you strike me down, they will return. I cannot permit what you desire. You are a child of the goddess. You must not be allowed power over the people. Professor, I suppose you think you can defeat me, is that right? But I will never give up. Even if my arms and legs failed me, I would still find a way to move forward. I will smash that false goddess and her minion into the ground. I will fight to free this world from her vile grasp.
At last, it is over. Now we must find Rhea.
Professor, brother, I have a letter. The Imperial General asked me to deliver this to my instructor.
Who is it from? Hurry up, Professor. Read it at once.
It is from Hubert. Though he has left this world, he's reaching out through that letter.
If you are reading this letter, that means I have perished. As Her Majesty would never surrender to another, I can only assume she has fallen as well. It greatly pains me to think of this coming to pass. That said, as the survivors, I must ask you to settle certain affairs in our stead. You must destroy the threat that slithers in the dark. I am sure you must recall Monica and Tomas. Their allies yet live. They hold deep resentment against the children of the goddess and the people of the world, and they are biding their time until they can exact revenge. If left to their own devices, it is certain they will eventually bring unimaginable calamity and suffering to the world. I detected their sorcery when you took Fort Mercius. I have deduced the location of their stronghold, Shambhala. You will find its whereabouts enclosed. There is no question that they are the enemies of everyone in Fodlan. Do not allow yourselves to forget that. Lastly, while I cannot say she is in good health, the Archbishop resides in a secret chamber in the Imperial Palace. I have shared the location of the entrance to that secret chamber with the person to whom I have entrusted this letter. I believe that Her Majesty will be victorious. Even still, I must plan for her defeat as well. If you wish to lead this world, I challenge you to rise to the occasion and surpass my estimation of you. Such is your obligation as the victors, and the only fitting tribute to all that Lady Edelgard sacrificed.
What Hubert has written here, I cannot... No, I know it must be true. And if that is the case, then all else makes sense now. I must speak with Rhea. It seems our battle is not over just yet. Those who slither in the dark. We must kill every last one of them, or Fodlan will never again know peace.
They are allies of Monica and Tomas, correct? The ones who are after my blood. And also the ones who destroyed Fort Mercius with that mysterious light.
We shall discuss this more after we have rescued Rhea.
You have come to save me. Is this a dream? I have longed to see you again. All this time. Is it truly you? Setith, Flame, you are here as well. Thank you for supporting the Professor. And for rescuing me.
Rhea, I am overjoyed that you are unharmed. I could not stand losing another of our kind.
Yes, I am reminded of the past. Of reuniting in Enbar.
It is truly nostalgic. I would love nothing more than to lose ourselves in memories of the old days, but I must tell you something, Rhea. We have received incredible news, albeit from the Empire. They have told us the identity of our enemy. Those who slither in the dark. It is time for us to stop hiding the truth about the goddess, the progenitor god. The truth about us. It is time for us to tell the people everything.
Those who slither in the dark.
We are told they despise the children of the goddess, as well as those who live above ground. They are planning something horrible.
Please, tell the professor everything about these vile people. There must be things that only you know.
I understand. Dear child, I will now tell you all that I know. It is true that there is a group of people who have slithered in the darkness and threatened the peace of Fodlan since ancient times. I am sure you have heard the stories of a man named Nemesis.
Nemesis, the king of liberation. The man who received the sword of the creator from the goddess and became a hero. However,
Nemesis was originally the leader of a group of bandits. He plundered the holy tomb and stole the remains of the progenitor god. When Nemesis appeared in Xanadu some time later, he already wielded the sword of the creator.
the Red Canyon. We journeyed there 5 years ago, do you recall?
I do not know how Nemesis obtained the sword, or why he appeared in Xanadu. But he used that sword to massacre the people there, the children of the progenitor god. From their corpses he gained even more power, and brought war to Fodlan. A mere bandit like Nemesis would not have been capable of anything so monstrous on his own.
It was surmised that someone was collaborating with Nemesis, and there was a massive investigation to uncover who it was. But the truth was never discovered. I am now certain that his accomplices were those who slither in the dark. And this time, they have utilized the Imperial Army to send Fodlan back into the flames of war.
So, Edelgard has made a temporary alliance with them in order to achieve her own aims. Professor, we must journey to Shambhala and stop them.
You must not allow Fodlan's bloody history, the Red Canyon tragedy, to repeat itself.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Blue Sea Moon. The city without light. Following Edelgard's defeat and Rhea's rescue, the Resistance Army discovers the existence of another adversary, a group operating behind the scenes within the Empire. To prevent disaster from befalling Fodlan, the Resistance Army heads for Shambhala, the enemy's stronghold.
The Empire has been defeated, and we have rescued Rhea. But still the flames of war burn on. We journey to Shambhala, where those who slither in the dark reside.
We know nothing of the place, or what we can expect to find there.
What Flayn says is true. If we are to prevail, we must be prepared for any eventuality before we advance.
I will accompany you.
What? No, that would be far too dangerous. Your long confinement weakened you greatly, did it not?
Those people have opposed us since ancient times. I wish to learn the truth about them for myself.
I understand. I will not stop you, but please take care not to overexert yourself.
What? But she's been hiding away so long. She shouldn't just up and go somewhere scary. Trust me, it's a bad idea.
Bernadetta, hiding away seems a poor description for someone who is imprisoned.
We must be careful not to put undue stress on Lady Rhea.
If the going gets tough, we'll have to carry her on our backs and make a run for it.
You think you can carry her? Maybe someone else should do that part.
No matter what enemies are appearing, we will be protecting her. We will be winning.
If we work together, I am certain all will be well.
The ones we are soon to face have eluded us for a long time. There is much to fear. We must all proceed with utmost caution, lest we fall prey to one of their traps.
A mysterious organization, slithering in the dark of Fodlan, like something out of a midnight tale. It appears these fiends have infiltrated the deepest corners of the Empire. After the fall of Enbar, they've remained well concealed. That said, I would keep an eye on Edelgard's uncle, Lord Arundel. Something about him sits ill with me.
This war might be over, but not war in general. Human beings thrive on conflict. We can't get enough of it. I don't know when, but you know someday another war will begin. That's the way it is, right? War may always come back, but so will peace. And peace is what we fight for.
I thought that after the Empire fell, the boar might finally be avenged. But something dark is certainly lurking in the shadows. An organization behind the Empire. We'll have to take care of them if Dimitri is to rest in peace.
Is it really prudent to bring Lady Rhea on our upcoming expedition? It would be best not to have her doing anything strenuous, considering how long she was confined. There are still many in Fodlan who are seeking Lady Rhea's salvation. For their sake, we cannot put her in harm's way.
With Edelgard gone, maybe Fodlan will finally find some peace. That's all well and good, but, she was also the one to put my father under house arrest. So now he's been released and he's taken charge of House Varley. I can't handle it. I can't deal with him. Please, you have to do something. Thank you so much.
I thought that taking the Empire's capital would bring an end to this war. How naive of me. I'll have to write to my family and tell them I'll be gone a while longer.
These are Monica's people, aren't they? The ones who killed Captain Geralt. Then this is my real opportunity for revenge. There's no way I can back down from this one. No, I'm okay. Actually, I'm eager to get out there and fight. This is what I've been training for.
He's dead. My father's dead. I'm okay, though. Really. I was ready for it. He was a general in the Imperial Army, after all. Minister of Military Affairs. He gave his own life so the Empire's soldiers wouldn't have to lose theirs. That's a fight that only he could take on. He was such a tough guy. I fought side by side with you this whole time. But did I ever get any stronger? Will I ever be as strong as my father?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I can hardly believe you managed to handle the capital city like that. Everyone did sterling work. I really thought we'd know peace after that battle. But we're not quite there yet, huh?
Dedu saw to it that Edelgard was destroyed before he departed. His expression once his mission was over was a bit lonely. I don't know where he went off to after that. Maybe he returned home to Dusker.
Our next opponent is an ally of Solon. Do you remember what Solon called us? No. He called us beasts. Meanwhile, he refers to himself as the Savior. Who exactly is he saving?
We saved Rhea and the Empire has crumbled. The kingdom may as well be finished too. The reasons for me to remain in Fodlan are fading. That's a little hasty. I've come this far. May as well see it through to the end.
So Lady Rhea was all right after all. Well done bringing her back safely. Finally, us true believers may breathe easy again. Simply magnificent. You're saying the fight isn't over yet?
I heard that Lady Rhea's back. But why hasn't she shown herself to everyone yet? Oh, she's convalescing. Fair enough. She was in captivity for a long time. I pray that she feels better soon.
As history proves, everything comes to an end eventually. I knew that all along, but it still came as a surprise. Those who slither in the dark. It's all so fascinating and strange. They must certainly have a long history of their own. And when they fall, that will come quickly too, don't you think? That almost sounded like a prophecy there. Am I spooking you yet?
The Empire is broken in smithereens. Now it is possible for me to go back to Brigid. But I cannot choose that choice. The time is still too soon for that. We must be stopping the evil for everyone in Fodlan. We will be fighting until the end of it.
We have succeeded in rescuing Lady Rhea, but Seteth's countenance remains clouded. When will peaceful days return to this monastery? That time feels so distant.
Lady Rhea still seems weak, but at least she's safe now. I'm praying that she'll be well as soon as possible. Goddess, I beg you, protect Lady Rhea.
Professor! My most heartfelt thanks and congratulations on Lady Rhea's safe return. With your magnificent achievements, maybe you'll join the ranks of the saints one day. I'm sure when the monastery is rebuilt, they'll make a proper statue of you. All majestic and shiny and tall. Oh, I just know they will.
We won against the Imperial Army. I still can't believe it. But I guess we still have some enemies left. I'm not well informed,
but I have plenty of fighting spirit.
The history of the Empire spans 1,185 years. And just like that, it ends. But the Hresfelg legacy could live on. When Edelgard assumed power, there were no other rightful heirs. She said that whoever takes the throne next should do so by virtue of merit, not blood. And she truly meant what she said. At any rate, I feel that a huge hole has opened up in my heart. Who knows if it can ever be filled?
So, the moment we defeat 80, the nobles cozy up to the Alliance and Church. That lot really does think only of themselves and no one else. But then there's Count Burgleys. He used to be Minister of Military Affairs. He sacrificed his own life so that all the soldiers and officers who fought could be given quarter. When I heard that, I don't know, that simple act of humanity, I couldn't help it. I burst into tears. You know Count Burgleys is Caspar's father, right? I can't even imagine how Caspar must feel about it.
Finally, that awful war is over. Everyone lost something, and everyone had to make sacrifices. But maybe we can put a stop to all of this pain and loss now. Let's hurry to Shambhala, Professor. We have to defeat them if we ever want to see a world without war.
Wake up, eat, train, eat, sleep. We gotta prepare for the assault. But that hasn't changed my routine. All that training and eating I do is for the sake of Fodlan. Gotta stay strong and fed to keep it safe.
Lady Rhea's return has already been proclaimed to all the churches in all parts of Fodlan. They are also being informed by order of Sedith that visitations are very restricted for the time being. It makes sense. Otherwise, pilgrims would come from all over Fodlan and overwhelm the monastery.
Professor, I just got word from the opera company. I don't know if everyone survived, but it looks like they should be able to mount a revival. They even asked if I'd consider making a return to the stage someday. I suspect I may refuse, though. We're at the dawn of something new. No reason to look backwards, eh?
We finally got Lady Rhea back from the Empire and fulfilled our mission. I wish we could afford for her to have a good long rest, but that just isn't possible.
I've only ever done what I thought was just. I've got no regrets, but sometimes I do wonder if I've really done the right thing. Was all this really for the best? Sorry, thinking about the end of the war makes me reconsider all kinds of things. But it's not over yet, is it? I need to steel myself for the next battle.
A mysterious power threatening the very future of Fodlan? Certainly we cannot give it leeway. Right now, the Empire, the Kingdom, and even the Alliance no longer exist. There is only Fodlan, and Fodlan must fight together as one. Fear will serve no purpose here. The only path to survival now is victory. Perhaps I will have the opportunity to strike the decisive blow on the enemy commander. Oh, that would secure my place in history for certain.
I thought the war would end with Edelgard's defeat, but that wasn't the case. This may be premature, but I'm feeling a little relieved. I have to consider what I'll do with myself, and where I'll go when this war is finally over. I don't have an answer yet. Let's make sure the next battle puts an end to this war. That way, we can all move forward.
Shambhala, it was called, right? Scary that it's so close to the House Goneril territories. Who'd have thought all those creeps were living right under my nose? I was hoping my big brother would help us in this next battle. But he says that I can represent House Goneril without his help, that I have it in me. I'm glad he recognizes that I have some ability. Still, I wish he wasn't leaving it all to me.
Those who slither in the dark, it seems will finally discover their true form. I get the sense that they're in league with the mages who experimented on me as a child. I wouldn't be surprised if Edelgard was subjected to them too. There's no telling what their true motives are. But whatever their motives, what they have done is unforgivable. They must be exterminated.
You've done it. You did it. You crushed the Empire and rescued Lady Rhea. I'm sure the Captain is proud of you right now. As am I, of course. I'm as proud as if I'd done it myself. Sorry, I didn't mean to overdo it. We still have to deal with Monica's group. Those who killed the captain. We'll knock them down so hard that they can't get back up.
I am so glad that Rhea is unharmed. My brother continues to worry about her, however. Of course, I am worried myself. I cannot imagine being in that situation while in such a state. I hope she will rest now, and leave it up to you and my brother to see things through.
We rescued Lady Rhea. I can hardly express my joy. But now we know about a new foe who intends to bring her harm. In time, we'll realize the peaceful world that Lady Rhea has always hoped for. I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm fighting.
Lady Rhea's back! Lady Rhea's back! I'm so happy! But things aren't gonna be like they used to be anytime soon, are they? There's still folks out there that want us all dead, and Lady Rhea still hasn't regained her strength yet. Speaking of which, Professor, please don't ask too much of her right now, okay?
Fighting against enemies whose true nature is unknown is honestly really scary. Still, if there's a force in this world that clearly means us harm, we have no choice but to fight back. With our own hands, we'll safeguard Fodlan's future.
Rhea is sleeping right now. If it is not absolutely urgent, please do not disturb her rest. The long confinement took its toll on her health. Truthfully, she is in no shape to be exerting herself at all, to say nothing of a military expedition. To make matters worse, we are now facing a very old enemy. One that has conspired against us since time out of mind. Please proceed with caution. I have a bad feeling.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. I hear we conquered the Imperial capital, but the war's still not over? Not sure how much sense that makes, but then making sense of things isn't my job. Look out for yourself in the next battle, got it? I'll have lots more things to report by then. That's a promise. In the meantime, I'll be cheering you on.
Nothing tastes better than a drink to celebrate the fall of the Empire. You know, Fraldarius, one of the 10 elites, is a distant ancestor of mine. Even if the kingdom as we know it no longer exists, there's a poetic justice in taking the Empire down.
I thought defeating the Empire would be the end of it. But now we're after some mysterious shadow organization? For crying out loud. If that's what it takes to achieve peace, count me and my muscles in. This might be my last chance to literally save the world with my strength. Not gonna let that pass me by.
Slithering in darkness. Unsettling, to say the least. You must be boiling to avenge your father, though. You seem pretty calm for what it is we're staring at. Where's your fire, huh? I imagine this battle will be a defining moment in history. All or nothing. Let's do this.
I've got a message for you. From a dead man. The Emperor was keeping the Archbishop alive as insurance against those who slither in the dark. When you go to Shambhala, the message says, take the Archbishop with you.
Sounds like there were shenanigans happening behind the scenes in the Empire. I think war was basically inevitable no matter what Eddie did, with those creeps pulling the strings. Come to think of it, I wonder if the lady who kidnapped me was... Never mind. Not worth mentioning.
Whatever threatens Fodlan also threatens my dream. This folly must end now. Fear is not a consideration of mine. I do what must be done and always have. What is frightening is to have scant idea of what is in store. Now that we know, victory shall be ours.
Relying on a map entrusted to them by Hubert, the Resistance Army sets their sights on the base belonging to those who slither in the dark. Beyond its entrance, they are met by a sprawling underground city.
To think there is such a vast space hidden beneath the ground. How very creepy.
The atmosphere here is very different from the Holy Mausoleum or Holy Tomb. Look at the shapes and the light.
It's too strange. It's all really old, but you get the feeling that it's also... new? I don't understand it.
This decorating is not of Fodlan. What is the meaning here?
I hate the look of things in here. Is this some kind of a city? I would never, ever live here.
Living underground, all safe and isolated. It sounds really awful.
An underground city hiding those who slither in the dark. I would not mind finishing up here and returning to the surface with haste.
Let us search for a way to descend farther still. We should survey our surroundings carefully.
No. It is simply... we must defeat those who slither in the dark, no matter what happens. But if my conjecture is correct, the one who they will wish to kill the most is you, dear child. They are aware that you can use the sword of the Creator. Your body houses the same power they once bestowed upon Nemesis. That is why I must protect you, no matter what. Even if I must die to do so. Somewhere in your heart, I believe you do understand. You must at least have your suspicions. There is something I have not yet told you, dear child. I swear to illuminate you once this awful battle has concluded. And at the same time, I will offer my apologies to you. I must, because when you learn the truth, you will also learn what you are and how you were born into this world. It will be a hard truth to hear when the time comes. I hope you are prepared for it.
For thousands of years, we have existed underground, living on only that we might someday see our vengeance realized. Here and now, that vengeance is finally within our grasp. There is but one thing left to do. Destroy them! Damn those who stand with that arrogant goddess to oblivion, away from the world of the living! Now is the time. Remove the binding spell of Titanus. Let their metal bodies be drenched in blood!
What is that?
Demonic beasts? No, I think not. They appear to have no will of their own. Someone must be controlling them.
Initiate all that remain! We must advance our preparations! Viscum activated. Increase output gradually, depending on the amount of magical energy charged. I don't care if we destroy Shambhala, so long as our goals are fulfilled. Your eyes, hair, ears, and blood. We remember it all. We remember how you ruined us, how you stole our light and condemned us to eternal darkness. Now, suffer the wrath of the Agarthans! You're nothing but animals, performing tricks in the hopes of pleasing the goddess. You will never see the sunlight again! So you have shown yourself, Fellstar. Or should I say, Sothis. I will spill every drop of blood in your body to fulfill the long-standing goal of the Agarthans!
Part 2. Silver Snow. Verdant Rain Moon. Following a dream. The ambitions of those who slither in the dark are forever shattered with Shambhala's destruction. But in the process, Rhea is grievously injured. What fate awaits her, and who will bear the weight of Fodlan on their shoulders?
Hang in there, Lady Rhea.
She needs help. Hurry!
That's a serious injury. It's a miracle that she's even alive right now. I'll do what I can, but...
5 years ago, when this place fell, an enormous white creature appeared on the battlefield. It was the Immaculate One, Rhea. What? You already knew her true identity? I see. In the past, the children of the goddess were all able to change their appearance, just like the Immaculate One. I lost that power long ago, but it seems Rhea has not. Is it not obvious? Flayn and I both are. We have protected Garreg Mach and all of Fodlan for a very long time. But now, the light of Rhea's life is on the verge of disappearing from this world. It is flickering. I do not know if she can be saved. Even if she is, I wonder if she will remain unchanged.
Professor, are you able to carry on Rhea's work? As the protector of Fodlan, and as leader of the people who live here. You must defend the people, guide them and teach them, join their hearts and spread peace across the whole of the land.
It is not as though you must become the Archbishop, but Fodlan needs leadership. It is up to you to govern this war-torn land. You need not reply right this moment. We will strive to heal Rhea as best we can.
Perhaps it would help to seek counsel from our friends at the monastery about this matter.
I agree. When your mind is made up, please speak with me. I would ask that you give me your decision in the presence of Rhea herself.
It's over. What will you do? I heard you intend to lead. You shouldn't need that long to decide. Make up your mind. Well, if you do choose to lead, I might like to work for you. But first, I'll go back to the old Fargus territory, where my father and my old friends once lived. I need to pay respects, put flowers on their graves.
Can it really be? Are we truly at peace? To think that my days will not be spent debating war tactics and preparing for battles, it doesn't quite feel real. Now that we are finally at peace, I'm not quite sure what to do with myself. That sounds challenging for how easy it must actually be. As long as I have a routine in place for myself, I can find contentment.
I heard you might become the next leader of Fodlan. Personally, I'm into the idea. If you have the chance, you'll take it, right? I'd say go for it. I want to see how you clean up this messy old continent of ours. That might be something I can get excited about.
Phew, it's all over, Professor. Though I am worried about Lady Rhea. But still, Fodlan is united, and those terrible people lurking in the dark have finally been destroyed. Looks like it's the dawn of a wonderful new era. Of blissful seclusion for Bernie. What? Why not? Hey, that better not be your first official decree. You're going to ask for my help again, aren't you? Oh, why?
War has been ended. I will now be returning to Brigid. I hope in the new Fodlan, Brigid can be accepted with friendship. When my professor becomes the leader, I think that we'll have a possibility. Please, choose well. Yes, now I must be packing.
All right! We did it, Professor! We really gave it to him out there! With all the fighting and hardships, I don't know how we did it. But I'm glad we made it through together. Now all we gotta do is make you the new ruler. That's gonna be a fun coronation.
I can tell that things will settle down soon enough. Gotta get back to slinging wares and making moolah. And hopefully no more messes to spoil it after this.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Say, how is the Archbishop faring? The soldiers and citizens are all concerned. Just when we thought peace had finally arrived. What's to become of Fodlan?
I've got to write a letter to my family. They're waiting in my old hometown. I've got to tell them I'll be coming home soon. I mean, what else could possibly happen?
This last series of battles was swift but vicious. Murden, Gronder, Mercius. Many of our allies lost their lives in those battles. But now we've finally avenged our fallen friends.
I don't think anybody would bat an eye if it was Sethith who ascended the throne. But really, I think we can all agree that the role of tough but fair second-in-command suits him best.
Hey, Professor. I was just thinking I might go train. I know the war's over, but that doesn't mean I can stop working my muscles. I'm glad you see it my way. I always knew you were a smart one. There's no harm in keeping up on my training.
Well done, Professor. We have brought the war to a magnificent conclusion. The Empire, Alliance, and Kingdom are no more, nor are there any factions that could blindside us and cause conflict. Now it falls to us to rule Fodlan and bring about an era of peace and prosperity. You would be a fine choice for the first ruler of this new era. I sincerely believe that. So your heart is already set on it. Excellent. In that case, congratulations are in order. I will follow you, Professor. I aim to be a great and respectable noble.
Lady Rhea was injured. How could such a thing happen? Wasn't she supposed to be resting? I can't believe she'd put herself in danger by going into battle in that state. Oh, Goddess, please save Lady Rhea.
And with that, we can finally enjoy a time of peace. I'm honored to have fought by your side. Even if you haven't made plans yet, I know you'll do your best
Whatever your future may hold. If true, that's all thanks to you and our allies. Please let me know if there's anything more I can do.
Once Lady Rhea is fully recovered, she will resume her role as the Archbishop of the Church. In which case, I do believe you would be the obvious choice for the ruler of the new royal bloodline.
I heard a rumor that you're going to take over for Lady Rhea. Oh, so the rumor was really true? I hope you accept. I don't think there's anyone else who could do it. You have nothing to worry about. We're here to help you if you need anything at all. We'll support you no matter what path you choose to follow.
I've heard that you'll take over as the ruler of this new land. Is that true? And here I thought you'd take over for Lady Rhea as Archbishop. We'll be lonely here in the monastery if you leave. Oh, hey! Why don't we make Garrick Mach the new capital?
Hey, Professor! The war is finally really definitely over now, right? We're not gonna find out that there was some evil, shadowy figure hiding behind the subterranean guys, are we? Well, whatever. No matter what comes, I know that we can triumph in the end. I feel invincible. A nice perk of being your student, don't you think?
Is Lady Rhea okay? She was quite weakened to start, and then she took all those heavy injuries. I don't want to imagine it, but what will happen if Lady Rhea passes away like this? I suppose you're right. Anyhow, you're gonna be the ruler, Professor? It's so strange to think of for some reason.
After all that happened to Lady Rhea, all of the stuff with Solon and the others, and everything that's happened with you, Professor, there's still a lot I don't understand. Please teach me, Professor. Everything you know, everything you've learned. Thank you. Oh, thank you. If it's at all possible, I hope you'll speak about it not just to me, but to everyone else as well. I think everyone should know what happened here. If we're going to build a new, united Fodlan, that's absolutely crucial.
Oh, yow. She didn't have to slap me that hard. Oh, Professor, it's you. What's up? Need something? I don't know if I'd call us lovers exactly. Not yet, anyway. It was just a dinner invite. All fighting and no loving makes Sylvain a rusty boy. Well, I can get back in practice now. Peacetime is the best for love. Nobody dying, nobody getting hurt. Except me, apparently. If you're gonna be the ruler, you need to keep the peace going so I can catch up on my love life.
The most important thing we can do now is to pour all of our efforts into rebuilding the church and the monastery. We've relied on Lady Rhea and Sedith up till now, but after all this, we'll need to do our part too. The church may even need to go through some changes to catch up with the times.
Just when I thought bringing the Empire down would end the war, you had to fight where? Against whom? The noble knights of Seros won't tell us commoners any meaningful details. But at least that's the end of the fighting, right? Thanks for writing it out all this time.
Everyone in the Knights of Seros is eagerly awaiting your ascension to the throne, Professor. With the ability and virtue you've shown, you've demonstrated all the qualities the leader of a united Fodlan needs. If you're still wavering, we hope you will make your mind up soon.
Well, it took a long while for us to get here, but we did it. The war is finally over. We've been through a lot together, haven't we? Let me just say, it's truly been an honor. I'm flattered to hear you say so. For whatever it's worth, I think you'd make a great monarch, and I'd support you every step of the way.
Those who slither in the dark will never harm anyone again. They're finally done for. Thank you, Professor. Finally, I feel some vindication for what I've gone through. Ah, Professor. Ever the modest one. I do like that aspect of you. As long as I'm of use here, I'm happy to stick around, Professor.
Finally, an end to the fighting. Have you ever felt happier? I've worried that I might not live to see this day, but here we are, and everything is going to be okay, isn't it? My heart feels like it's ready to burst. I'm so full of happiness, yet I feel a sense of loss, too. Yes, we certainly did. But we managed to keep a great many things safe as well. Please do what you can to keep the peace, so we never have to face such awful times again.
Lady Rhea stopped the forces that threatened to destroy Fodlan. She's trying to realize her dream of peace. Isn't that enough? Can't you let her rest? If you're the only person who's fit to replace her, you should just do it. I'm sure Lady Rhea wishes for that too, right? I can't think of anyone who's more well-suited to the job.
Life can be tough, you know. But if you've got your friends to help you through, it can be a lot easier. Maybe you butt heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's how you build bonds, right? And I've got friends, Professor, plenty of those. It's true love that seems to have passed me by. Yeah, I'm starting to figure that's the most realistic option. At this point, I'm just hoping you stay single too. Then at least we can share each other's misery.
Shambhala, an underground city with an entirely different lineage than the goddess? Strange phenomena, driven by a source totally alien to the crest that we understand. Most unsettling. Could it be magic? Some manner of technology? I would like to know the truth of it all, very much so. I want to know their history, their knowledge. Why do you suppose they chose this place to occupy? No, I suppose you wouldn't. It seems we will have to excavate Shambhala to know more, although I heard you will be the ruler here. Should I ask your permission to proceed with the dig?
At last the day is upon us. The captain would be pleased. Don't you think, Leonie?
Definitely. And he'd be proud of the professor, too.
It seems like our efforts have been rewarded. It was certainly a long, difficult struggle to get here.
It was. Oh, Gerald, we worked so hard for this.
Ah!
Ah! How long have you been standing there?
Whether or not you choose to succeed Lady Rhea, we will forever be by your side.
Yeah, we'll be here no matter what you decide. But make sure you think it through. You don't want to have any regrets. I have faith in Lady Rhea's convalescence. But even so, what she needs now is rest. And while she is recovering, somebody must watch over Fodlan. There is no one more fit to wear such a mantle than you, Professor. That is what I believe. I do not doubt the others feel the same.
Professor, do you figure Lady Rhea will be okay? She will, won't she? I don't care one bit who'll succeed Lady Rhea, 'cause nobody's gonna need to. She's gonna be happy and healthy again. You'll see.
The day is ours, Professor, and this victory will ensure our names are immortalized in history. Or perhaps this is but the opening chapter in the tale they will write of our glory. After all, if you are to rule this reunited land, surely there is bound to be a place for me at your side. I read your mind, didn't I? Fear not, I will not fail to rise to the occasion. Regardless, your decision will have an impact on my future, so be sure to make it a good one.
All the lords of the Old Kingdom seem to be pouring their efforts into rebuilding their own domains. But without a royal family in place, they can't seem to reach any sort of agreement, and so the work can't progress. A lot of territory in the old empire doesn't even have any lords right now, so there are concerns about peace and prosperity breaking down in large areas. It is the duty of the victor to restore order. We must rebuild and reunite as soon as we can.
Congratulations on a job well done, Professor. I do hope Lady Rhea is well. Is it true what I heard? You'll be taking over her post? Would that make you Archbishop, or higher still? Am I in the company of the future ruler of Fodlan? I agree. Imagine all that responsibility. Until now, you've always fought with all of us by your side. Being ruler would be a much lonelier job, though I am certain you would excel. Me? I have no interest in a leadership role. I'm happy to spend the rest of my days studying and napping.
The war is finally over. I have to admit, even I got a little emotional. Ray's condition doesn't look good. There's nothing to do now but wait. More importantly, are you serious about becoming Fodlan's new ruler? It's pretty sudden. Either way, do what you think is best.
Well, is your mind made up? I understand. Just know that we are applying all our power right now toward healing Rhea. You should take this opportunity to speak with everyone. I'm certain it will do you good.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. War is over, and it's all thanks to you. That's no small feat, and I bet it took a lot of hard work. On behalf of the world, thank you. On a personal note, I'm, chewing on an idea. Marriage. I'm thinking of getting hitched. If I do, I may have to move up top. The idea of leaving my post is terrifying, to be honest. Not sure what a life up top would even look like. But for her, I'll figure it out. She's worth it.
So, you've managed to make it all the way to the end. For once, it seems, the stars were wrong. My reading of the stars predicted that, during the war, you would fall to your death. But that was 5 years ago. Perhaps the prediction was true for you then somehow.
War is over, pal. It's time to relax. Grab some drinks and let loose. Nothing makes a drink taste better than sharing it with a buddy who's fought at your side. Throw in some war stories and you've got yourself a party. That's it? Come on, lighten up and join in. Plenty of good times to go around. I was planning to ask some lovely lady to join me, but... well, let's be honest. Who's more deserving of me than you?
Thanks to my tireless efforts, the war is at an end. But the work of achieving my dream has only begun. House Nouvelle's name shall ring out once more. With my genius for spellcraft, you shan't be waiting long. I'm already deep into several promising avenues of research.
The war's over. For now. We need to think ahead to our next steps. And here you are, the new chosen leader of the land. Though, judging by your expression, you don't seem too enthused. It's hard to say how a region under your rule may turn out. But it'll be interesting to watch it unfold. If you end up on the throne, do me a favor and take care of the people of Abyss. I'd like to spread my wings and fly away someday.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now.
One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love, as well as I love her.
Sweet child, you have finally come. I am so happy. It does my heart well to see you here, safe and sound.
Have you made your decision, Professor? Thankfully, Rhea has survived her trying ordeal. However, there is no telling how much longer her light will continue to shine.
Professor, have you decided? Will you become the next ruler of Fodlan?
Before I hear your answer, I shall fulfill the promise I made to you. You will know the truth about your identity. I will hold nothing back. I created you, and within you is the crest stone of the progenitor god. I hid the crest stone within your heart in order to revive her. Sweet child, I am sorry. I wanted to see her, see my mother, even if it meant doing that which is forbidden. I thought that I could regain all I had lost, if only I could revive my mother. And so I tried to bring her back by creating a body and then burying a crest stone within it. A young woman I created, my 12th try after much heartache, was a failure. She grew up lacking the conscience of the progenitor god and fell in love with the captain of the Knights of Zeros. In time, she became pregnant, but she and the child were not able to survive the birth. The child she bore was not breathing, and she herself was in grave danger. The new mother pleaded with me to take the crest stone of the progenitor god from her own body and place it within the baby. If I had done nothing, both mother and child would have died. And so I granted her final wish. As she had hoped, the baby started breathing again. The new life was saved. Your life, sweet child. Well before that, I had saved Gerald's life using the power of my blood. That means you are the child of a mother born of the progenitor god's crest stone, and a father who carried my own blood. I knew, deep in my heart, that you would be capable of housing the conscience of the progenitor god. I was right. And yet, she merely gifted her power to you, and then disappeared once more. My dearest wish did not come true. But here you are. You alone wield the power of the progenitor god. And now, I must ask you to use that power to save this world. You must... What? No. Ah!
Rhea? Rhea!
What is wrong? Please, calm yourself, Rhea.
Is the power of the crest taking over her body? Why is this happening?
Sedith, it's terrible. White beasts have appeared all over Garreg Mach. It's hard to believe, but there have been reports that the priests and knights have been changing form.
White beasts? Are they the ones Rhea shared her blood and stones with?
Sedith, demonic beasts are heading this way.
They are after Rhea. Professor, our situation is dire. If we do nothing, Fodlan will be destroyed by a rampaging Immaculate One and these children of hers. There is only one way to stop this. We must... Damn it! We have no choice but to kill the Immaculate One! To kill Rhea!
Though showing brief signs of recovery, even Rhea's strength has its limits. Having changed form to the Immaculate One, she is unable to control her power. As if in response, priests and knights who are directly related to Rhea by blood change into white beasts themselves. Facing this unexpected threat, the Resistance Army prepares for its final battle to save Fodlan.
It is kept secret, but there is a certain rite that all initiates to high office in the church must undergo. In this rite, one pledges to serve the goddess, and in return receives a crest stone fragment and blood. The ones who have transformed alongside Rhea just now are the ones who have accepted those gifts. They will shield Rhea, the Immaculate One, I should say, with their very lives. But if we do not strike her down, Fodlan will have no future. To arms! Surrounded already, it seems. The white beasts are those in whom Rhea's blood flows strongest. Until we get rid of them, we will not be able to so much as touch Rhea. They're coming one by one from the southern stronghold. If we do not capture it, there will be more. Let us turn our attention to the Immaculate One. Rhea! Not even I have seen this form.
Rhea, how tragic. But there is no time to waste. She must be stopped.
I will tear you down! This is me paying you back. No matter what, I'll stop Lady Rhea.
Lady Rhea, with my sword, I will put an end to your suffering.
I will inherit the pride of Nabatea. Rest in peace by Sothis' side! Rhea, please!